guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to do something really fun. I love baby name videos and I wanted to share with you my favorite baby girl twin names. So names that would go really well together, names that I think would be really cute for twin girls. They're all going to be really girly, really feminine, some of my absolute favorite names. If you're new to my channel, I have one child, a little boy, 18 months old, and my husband and I definitely want more kids. Twins run in my family, so I don't know, maybe I'll be using this video as a reference later down the road. Without further ado, let's jump in. I will share with you my favorite baby girl twin names. The first two names I'm going to be sharing with you are Violet and Kira. I think Violet and Kira are such gorgeous names, especially together. I didn't really think of them as a pair until I wrote out the list of the names that I really love. Violet is such like a classic, gorgeous name. I love the ET at the end. I think when paired with a name like Kira, I don't know, the duo together just sounds so absolutely beautiful. I've always thought of Kira as a very ultra feminine girly name. And paired with Violet, I think they just complement each other so well. Speaking of the ET sound, Charlotte and Juliet. I think together, I mean, these are like a super power, a girly duo pack. Charlotte is one of my absolute favorite names of all time. I mean, most of these names are on my baby girl list. Spoiler. When it's paired with Juliet, there's just something so beautiful about it. I obviously get a lot of like UK British vibes from this pairing. Charlotte, I think of Princess Charlotte, Juliet, Shakespeare, and so when they're together, I think that especially Juliet being a bit shorter, Charlotte being a little bit longer. I love the et sound at the end. I think that when you're thinking of girly feminine names, these two together, oh, they're just the best. Okay, next on my list, Emily and Noah. Noah is definitely picking up steam as a girl name, and I think when you drop the H for girls, there's something really feminine and gorgeous about it. I like the H too, but when you spell it N-O-A, I think it's the A at the end, I just think is so beautiful. And then Emily, I love this spelling with the I-E at the end instead of the Y. I like both, but I think I-E, there's something about it that always screams very girly to me. I think that's the French spelling of it. Emily and Noah complement each other really well without being too matchy-matchy, which is what I think I really love about it. Speaking of matchy-matchy, if you want names that, I don't know, fall within the same category a little bit more, but still aren't quite as in your face, I love Rosalie and Lillian. What is more girly and feminine than flowers? Oh my goodness, floral names are so stunning. And I love the name Rose and I love the name Lily. But if you wanted to go for something that, like I mentioned, isn't so obvious, it might be nice to go down the Rosalie and Lillian route. Now I chose Lillian instead of Lillian. I like Lillian too. But someone had mentioned the name Lillian in a names video and I thought that was so beautiful. So beautiful. I'd never heard it before and I absolutely adore the spelling. And then with Rosalie, Rosalie is one of my favorite names and has been on my baby lists forever. I think that it is so gorgeous. I love the IE at the end. That's a huge favorite of mine. And there's just something so graceful about the name. So I think when you pair them together, again, I think they make such a gorgeous pair and would be the perfect twin girl names. Next, I have Georgina and Felicity. I think because F and G are so close together in the alphabet, there's something about these two names that for me at least just match and just go together. I love the name Georgina. I, again, like think of the UK with this name too. I don't know if it's more popular there. It's not a name that I've heard of very often here in the States. I love the name Felicity. I think it means joy, which is such a beautiful meaning. And I really love it spelled with C-I-T-E instead of a Y at the end. I think that that is just a different spelling, which caught my eye. I'd never seen that before. It's just this absolutely gorgeous pairing of names that I adore. Next two names are Eloise and Esme. So if you're looking for names that start with the same letter, I absolutely love these two together. I love the name Esme. I think I first heard of it when Twilight was all the rage. Although I got into Twilight maybe like 5 years after everybody else. I'm a little bit older. Anyway, love Esme and Eloise together. Eloise is such a classic vintage name, and I think it's picking up in popularity now. Vintage classic names are definitely more trendy now than they used to be. But I think pairing a name like Eloise with a name like Esme that might be a little bit more modern is so fun. And I think together they're such a gorgeous pairing. So if you wanted twin girl names that start with the same letter, there's something about Eloise and Esme that I think is so feminine and so girly and so gorgeous. Next two are particular favorites of mine, Claire and Amelie. So both of these names are absolutely stunning. There's something so beautiful about these names, especially together. I think having twins, Claire and Amelie, I love that they both end in E. I think that could sort of be the force that brings those two names together if that's something that you're looking for. I've always loved the name Claire. Then the name Amelie reminds me of the movie, and I think that's the first time that I had heard of it. It's definitely different. I haven't met a lot of Amelies or any in my life. Claire could be a little bit more common, but I think these two names together are like absolutely gorgeous. The next two names are a bit retro and a little bit more common, but no less girly and stunning, and that is Alice and Sophie. My grandmother's name was Sophie, and I think if you're looking for a name that stands the test of time, that is definitely one of them. And then, like I mentioned, sort of retro names making a comeback. Alice is one of those like really beautiful retro names that you still don't hear of very often, and I think if you had twin girls and they were named Alice and Sophie, like what a stunning, time-tested, beautiful duo of names. We're headed toward the end of the list. The next two names are Jolie and Isabel. I love these two names together. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Jolie and Isabel together. It just sounds so exotic and beautiful and feminine. I love the name Isabel. I love it spelled the French way. I believe spelling it with a B-E-L instead of B-E-L-L-E is French. I don't know, I could be wrong. Definitely correct me down in the comments. But I love that spelling. And then using Jolie as a girl's name, as a first name. I think we all think of Angelina Jolie when we think of the name Jolie, but using that as a first name I think is uncommon, but still very feminine and still very girly. And I think those two names together are so beautiful. Okay, the next duo, Anastasia and Evangeline. So if you're looking for longer names that definitely evoke a ultra feminine, almost like royal feeling, I think that Anastasia and Evangeline are those two names. And I think when you pair them together, there's something so special about it. When I think Anastasia, obviously I think of the movie and the princess. And then Evangeline is also, at least to me, has always been this name that just sounded so beautiful and so royal. I don't know if there are any royals with the name Evangeline, but I think pairing them together, there's something, and I think A&E, there's something about A&E that always go very well together. I don't know if it's because they're both vowels, but again, like Anastasia and Evangeline having twin little girls, oh my gosh, can you think of anything more precious? My last pairing of names for twin girls is definitely, I would say, very whimsical, and it's Lola and Posey. I love these names, especially together. I think that they are so fun. I think Lola, there's something very, again, like a little bit exotic about the name Lola, something a little bit more vintage about it, but it's still a very like fresh, modern name. And then Posey, I think Posey is definitely growing in popularity and is a more modern name. And then when you put them together, there's something just so fun about it, like so fun and lighthearted. And if you're looking for fun, very girly names, I think Lola and Posey are like top of the list there, and putting them together is so cute, so adorable, and just like had to mention them. Okay guys, that's my list of very girly, very feminine twin baby girl names. If you have any twin girl names that you would like to share, definitely leave them down in the comments below. Subscribe if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.